a single missing face in a so-called family photo turned into the loudest for words on Chinese entertainment Weibo this week. I hate apologies. Rabbit News Hallyu isn't interested in the punchline itself so much as why a scripted grudge, recycled inside a comment section, ended up outperforming actual interviews during this promotional window. Here's what actually happened. On July 28, actress Myolie Wu posted what she captioned the Murong family photo, pulled from the cast of her drama This Second Too Much. Every major family character was in frame except one, Murong Qingyi, played by Zhang Linghe. Her caption suggested, more or less, that the picture looked better without him. Zhang Linghe noticed almost immediately, and so did a fandom that had already turned his exclusion into a running joke. Within minutes, the comment section stopped being about a photo. It became a live, improvised continuation of the show's central family wound, performed in real time, by two people who technically weren't even required to be in character anymore. That detail is the part most coverage skipped past. Fans didn't wait for him to respond before flooding the post with missing person memes, a bit his own audience had been recycling since the drama's family conflict arc aired. He leaned into it instead of brushing it off, replying in character. The people commenting, he said, had never treated him like family. Wu answered with a digitally edited version of the photo, this time with him added back in. On paper, that should have closed the loop. It didn't. Zhang Linghe came back with the line that actually broke containment, trusting family too late is worthless, and he hates apologies that only show up after the fact. That's not something he wrote on the spot. It's a direct line from the show itself, delivered by Murong Qingyi during one of the drama's more bitter family confrontations. Except this time nobody handed it to him in a script. He pulled it out of memory, mid-conversation, and pointed it at his own co-star. For viewers unfamiliar with This Second Too Much, the drama built its emotional core around Murong Qingyi's estrangement from a family that treated him as an afterthought for most of his life. Wu plays his on-screen mother, and their scenes together carry most of the show's heavier emotional weight. That context matters, because it means the Weibo exchange wasn't two actors improvising a random bit. It was a callback to the exact wound the show spent its runtime building. But the real reason this exchange traveled has almost nothing to do with the photo Wu posted. Strip away the theatrics and what's left is, structurally, a fairly standard promotional beat. This wasn't a real rift between two actors, and neither side has suggested otherwise. It reads as an extension of the mother-son estrangement plot, staged in a comment section instead of on set. That kind of crossover marketing isn't new. What's worth noticing is the execution. Most stunts like this telegraph themselves within the first exchange. This one didn't, because Zhang Linghe wasn't reciting a line fed to him by a script supervisor in the moment. He was retrieving it from an entire season of dialogue and landing it with timing that read as genuinely spontaneous. The show's promo team gets credit for setting up the premise with that photo. The part that actually went viral, though, came from something a marketing calendar can't fully manufacture, an actor's instinct for which single line, out of dozens of episodes, would hit hardest in a two-line exchange. There's also a reason the line resonated with people who have never watched the show. Late apologies, the kind that only arrive once damage is already done, tend to carry an unspoken "be grateful I bothered" undertone, and that's a frustration a lot of viewers recognize from their own lives, independent of any drama plot. On screen, the line comes from a character built almost entirely out of resentment toward a family that noticed him too late. Murong Qingyi has become known online for a sharp tongue. At one point in the show, an engagement banquet scene has him turning that sharpness on his mother, his brother, and the assembled guests in a single sequence, earning him a reputation as the character who says what everyone else is thinking. Zhang Linghe himself has pushed back a little on the idea that the character is simply cruel. In discussing the role, he's described Murong Qingyi as someone with a soft interior whose hostility comes from childhood neglect rather than actual malice. What is said, in effect, is that the character's defensiveness is a request in disguise: love me more, notice me sooner. That reading matters here because it explains why fans treated the Weibo exchange as something closer to catharsis than gimmick. Weeks of watching that specific grievance play out on screen primed the audience to hear "I hate apologies" after the fact as something closer to real grief than a punchline. That primer is only half of what made this work. The other half is Zhang Linghe's own reputation off-screen, which has almost nothing to do with the drama. Long before this exchange, fans had already nicknamed him for talking at high speed, on set, in live streams, in interviews, gesturing constantly, to the point where his rapid-fire delivery became its own recurring joke online. One profile described him as almost implausibly down-to-earth for someone in his position. Livestream clips regularly show him catching teasing in real time and firing back without missing a beat, which is part of why fans describe the contrast between his sharp-tongued character and his approachable, slightly chaotic off-screen energy as its own kind of appeal. None of that is incidental to what happened on Wu's post. A more guarded actor could have had the exact same line available and let it die in a flat, generic reply. Zhang Linghe has specific reputation, quick, unfiltered, visibly comfortable improvising in character on the fly, is what turned a planned promotional gag into something that read as unscripted even though, structurally, it wasn't. Which brings the missing photo back into focus, because that detail is really what's worth sitting with. An actress leaves one cast member out of a family picture, jokes that it looks better that way, and the resulting scramble to fix it, meme it, and finally weaponize a line from the show's own script against her becomes the most discussed moment of this entire promotional cycle. Not the trailer. Not the poster rollout. A deliberately incomplete photo and one fast, in-character reply. That's not a coincidence unique to this show. It's a pattern showing up across C-drama and K-drama promotion more broadly right now. Teams increasingly build promotional windows around actors' live, unscripted instincts rather than relying solely on pre-written campaign copy, because international audiences can tell the difference between the two and consistently reward whichever version feels real. The photo wasn't the strategy on its own. It was the setup. The actual bet was that Zhang Linghe, specifically, would say something better in the moment than anything a writer could plan for him in advance. For the international side of the fandom, the distinction carries even more weight than it does domestically. Overseas viewers usually receive these moments secondhand, through clip translations and subtitled reposts, stripped of tone and timing. A moment like this one survives that translation process precisely because the emotional core, a family that shows up too late, isn't culturally specific. It travels the same way regardless of the language it's read in, which is a big part of why a single Weibo exchange can end up driving conversation on platforms the original post never touched. There's a business layer underneath all of this too. When a cast's real-time chemistry becomes the thing audiences actually talk about, it changes how an agency thinks about that actor's value going forward, less as a face attached to one drama, more as a personality capable of generating attention independent of any script. That's part of why individual actors, not just shows, increasingly anchor international marketing pushes for streaming platforms trying to expand a title's reach beyond its home market. None of this means every beat of the exchange was calculated down to the letter, and there's no confirmation from either actor's team about how much was pre-planned versus genuinely improvised in real time. What the available evidence does support is simpler, a photo built to provoke a reaction, a fandom already primed to respond, and one actor whose off-screen reputation for fast, unfiltered reactions made a scripted line feel like it was happening for the first time. Whether that formula gets repeated deliberately for the rest of the show's promotional run is worth watching. If it does, it says something about where celebrity marketing is heading. If it doesn't, this moment on its own still explains why it worked the first time. If you're the kind of viewer who wants the story behind the story instead of just the recap, that's the entire premise of Rabbit News Hallyu. Subscribe if you'd rather have analysis than headlines.